Good day, everybody, and yes, it is Thursday, the 22nd of November, 2012, and out here in Eastern Asia and the Western Pacific, well, a few areas we are continuing to watch. Let's first start with the north and work our way towards the south, where across Japan, a weak trough actually set up here just off the east coast. That brought some light rain showers here across portions of Kyushu down towards Okinawa and Tokyo today, starting to taper off through the afternoon hours, but going into Friday, we have another storm system starting to push in from the west. This guy, and even developing down here towards the south, is going to be making things very wet and windy across much of Japan going into Friday, and even off towards the north, some snowfall kicking in across portions of Hokkaido, talking about 20 centimeters of snow in some of the higher elevations, combined with some winds. Very well could be some whiteout conditions. Take a look at the surface analysis from the Korean Meteorological Agency, and you see that troughing, or that stationary boundary, excuse me, down here towards the south. That's going to develop off of this and continue to pull off here towards the northeast. Meanwhile, though, that separate one still bringing that snowfall, and it does look like that is going to worsen. But expect this whole system to really take off here. Now into China, one of the big things actually I've been noticing is the fog. We have that cold air pouring in from the north with the Siberian high running over the warm ground surface. What this is causing is widespread thick fog. All these colors in yellow, that's just indicating that significantly reduced visibility. I actually saw some reports of traffic accidents, specifically around Shanghai area along the east coast. Definitely do slow down on the roads out here, but that's going to continue to pick up. And then you have the gusty winds a little bit farther towards the north and the cold temperatures. Look at some of these temperatures. -7, -4. Definitely bone chilly outside with that front continuing to push across and all that cold air pouring. And then as we take a look into the next several days, we see that front pushing off here towards the northeast. That's going to bring those rain showers specifically to the Pacific side of Japan on Friday. Expected to taper off, mainly going into the evening hours, especially through the overnight hours. Then it's going to rapidly improve. Going to be colder, though. See that high pressure setting in. Actually, the line that we typically use to judge for snow is the 540 or 528 line. Look how far south the 540 line is right here. That's typically used for that freezing line for snow. Actually extending as far south as Tokyo, even Seoul getting in on this, and down towards Beijing. So that means, well, cold. C for cold, because it is going to be a freezing one off there towards the north. Let's look farther towards the south into the tropics for the upcoming weekend as well. Now across the southern Philippines, you have been seeing some heavy rainfall, over 100 millimeters per day for the past several days. Well, now it looks like this widespread area of convection really starting to weaken off. You can see actually that cloud cover over top of the air is really starting to dissipate, as what we've been seeing for the past several days. But let's look farther to the east, all the way out there southeast of the Marianas. Take a look at this, going into the latter part of the GFS model run. Something developing and possibly pushing off towards Guam. Still very long range. This is actually Thursday of next week, so a whole week out. As we all know, a whole week out means very little, but when you have several models, European model picking up on this, and the no gaps is kind of hinting at it. Actually, just show you no gaps really quick. I guess a little more than hinting at it. Actually, they do have it developing and pushing off there towards the east. Same time frame right here, Thursday of next week. A little bit farther towards the south, possibly moving off towards Yap. So I guess with that said, it is still tropical season here in the Western Pacific, and there still is a very high potential. We still have a very warm sea surface temperatures out here. Once you get that reduced vertical wind shear and a big cluster of storms, there is still the risk. Remember last year, actually, less than a year ago, Washi in the middle of December, which caused many, many, many deaths in the southern Philippines. So definitely we're still going to watch here. Let's take a look south of the equator, just real quick here, at our invest area, or it was still a tropical cyclone formation alert. Fiji is still calling it a moderate chance of development. Center circulation right here. I really don't want to call this a tropical depression at this point. Very disorganized. The bulk of convection is away from the center of circulation. The main threat with this one is going to be some heavy rain showers out towards Fiji. New Caledonia, you have that Australian high just towards your west that is just buffering this thing towards the east and really keeping all of the heavy rainfall from you. It actually looks like sunny skies there in New Caledonia today. It's mainly Fiji that will be getting some wet weather from this one. If we see in the next several days, it does push off there towards the southeast. Remains rather disorganized, but just expect it to run out there towards the South Pacific. And also, same model, look up there towards the north of the equator, also picking up on possible development of that tropical system moving up towards Guam. So just a few notes here, but as far as everything else in Australia, it remains pretty hot and dry for you. We do see a front moving across us out there. That's going to keep things cool into Tasmania, but mainly things are exceptionally hot. I actually saw a report in Alice Springs there in the central portions of Australia, up to about 40 degrees yesterday. So, my goodness, hot. But that is all for right now, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at Western Pacific Weather. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please post them in the comment box below. Also, if you want to know where you can find this particular chart or any of the satellite and chart pictures I used during this update, please go to our links page at westernpacificweather.com. Just a whole slew of stuff there. Also, if you have any other links that you would recommend, please share them with us here at the website or on the YouTube channel where you are watching it. And I guess with that said, thanks again for watching. And have a fantastic Thanksgiving holiday if you're celebrating it out here, or Labor Day, actually, in Japan tomorrow. Yeah. Bye, everybody.